So, um, I wanted to go a little bit into how to survive this ekpyrosis that we're going through. Mm, about one third will go insane, one third will bury themselves deep into rabbit holes, but one third will pull the rest of the species through. Hopefully, you're going to be part of that one third. And this video is a little bit in as a motivator, perhaps a little guide to kind of help you through this ekpyrosis that we're going through. So, how to survive it? I think what I've noticed with my clients is it's becoming more and more important to be able to filter out information. There's different ways of doing that. Minimize the amount of apps that you have in your phone. Put your phone on vibrate rather than hearing a little trill every 5 seconds. Minimize the amount of information sources that you have. I'm not asking you to become ignorant of what's going on. What I'm asking you to is to be able to fractalize. By that I mean infer the whole by the parts. Just by looking at a title of a video or something along those lines, you might be able to infer what that video is going to say. There's many types of videos and they follow very specific formats. If you become well versed enough in formats, you'll know just by looking at something that whether it's worth your time or not. Your time is valuable, and your attention even more so. There's a $1 trillion industry that's based on your attention. So they're trying literally to get into your head. This is why they're talking about devices to insert in your brain and all that other stuff. So it's really important that you learn to filter out information and see things for what they are. Classify them as information or misinformation. Look at their agendas. What is their agenda when they say certain things in a certain way? Are they just clickbait? Are they just trying to outrage you? Look into yourself and make sure, because if you're getting outraged, that's clickbait. They want you engaged. So be careful with that. As my drill sergeant always said during basic training, stay alert, stay alive. That's why I'm still here. I had 3 drill sergeants. One was Special Forces drill sergeant. One was Vietnam vet, airborne. And another one was an African American drill sergeant. Old school drill sergeants. So I do have an idea, right, about these things. Anyway, what else? I would say cultivate yourself in any way, shape, or form. There's practices that you can engage in that don't require a teacher, instructor, guru. There's certain mantras that you can recite that don't require special dispensation. Certain rituals that you can do that don't require empowerments and things of that nature. I have been with many masters, but I started on my own 40 years ago and trickled down. I started with mantras that didn't require special empowerments or anything like that, and eventually I got into more esoteric and more obscure rituals and mantras and things of that nature. So meditation, vipassana, it doesn't require any kind of empowerment or anything like that. So I would say, yoga, tai chi, things of that nature. Anything to cultivate yourself and focus on yourself and to hone in your skills. I'm not not saying necessarily that you do what I do, which is I take ice cold showers and eat once a day, noodles. I mean, I've been through a very lifelong process, right, of cultivating internal alchemy and things of that nature to get to this point. Go with the easy and then work your way towards the more subtle and complex. So, filtering out information, unnecessary information. 95% of information out there is unnecessary or repetitive. So, be very careful what information reaches your attention. That's going to be really important. Look at what is their intention. Are they just trying to engage you, to bring you down rabbit holes, to waste your time? Be very aware that your time is valuable and you shouldn't give it to just anybody. So be very aware of that and cultivate yourself. Cultivate yourself in ways that will help you to hone your skills to deal with these other two things that I mentioned, such as filtering out information, inferring the whole from the parts, and things of that nature. It's going to be really important for you moving forward because it's only going to get worse. And more than anything, don't panic. Fight or flight is the animal stage of human development. You have the animal, you have the human, and then you have the divine. Those are the 3 degrees, the only ones that you need to concern yourself with. And in the animal stage, fight or flight is what predominates. So in order to fully reach the heroic or human stage, you have to be able to minimize and eventually eliminate fight or flight. You have to be in control. Otherwise, you will be controlled. You will be livestock. That's the goal, anyway. I'm not saying that you'll necessarily get there, but at least you have something to aim for. Anyway, that's Survival 101 during the Ekpyrosis in a nutshell. Good luck.